I've got the 8 hard drives plugged into the SAS controller now, and I'm going to go in and set up FreeNAS. I've actually done this twice now, and I've deleted it so that I could get the procedure down. I did it first time on the command line, and it turns out that FreeNAS does not like it when you do that, so I won't be covering that. I actually think it's a bug because it flat could not see the Z pool that I created in the command line, even after a couple of reboots. And so, anyways, we'll just do it the way it's intended to be done. So I'm going to log in here. Now, we'll go under Storage and View Disks. We've got DA0 through DA7 are the new drives. ADA0 through 3 are my old drives, you can see by the size. And all of these are the 250 gig drives. I fully intend to max out that controller with 2 terabyte drives. So these will all be 2 terabyte eventually. But I got all of these drives essentially for free. So that's why I'm using them. Let's go back to storage. Okay, I've got a Z-root pool here, I've got a small pool, and there will be two new pools here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to click Volume Manager. Manual setup, because it's just, I know what I'm doing here. So first one is going to be RAID A. This is going to be the RAID drives on the first part of that controller card. DA1 through DA4 are the first 4 drives. So we're going to hold down Shift and select both of those. We want to mirror the first 2, and I don't need to turn on any of these extras. So we're only doing 2 drives here because I want to do a pair of mirrors, and then it'll automatically stripe the 2 as near as I can tell. So add volume. Wait a moment. Okay, successfully added. Volume successfully added. So now we're going to go back into Volume Manager, and we're going to go Manual again. Volume to extend, we're going to go RAID A. Now we're going to select 2 and 3. We're going to go mirror those 2 and add volume. Okay, volume successfully added. Here we go. So if we close Z-root here, we close small, now we've got RAID A, and it's only showing 230 gigs available. We need to get it to refresh this, so we'll go click a different tab and go back to volumes. That will refresh the list. And what do you know, we've got almost 500 gigs. A pair of 250 gig drives with a little overhead, 445 total. Okay, so that's RAID A. I had originally planned on putting all 8 drives into a single RAID array, but then I started thinking, you know, even at, on a nice discount, I'm going to spend at least 80 bucks a drive for 2 terabyte drives on sale. So I'd like to be able to increase my array when I get to 4 of those purchases. So this whole machine is absolute budget. So I'm not building this for business. It's just my home machine. I don't want to have to spend too much to upgrade the arrays. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a second array for the other 4 drives. This one's got 4 drives in it now. And Volume Manager, we'll go Manual Setup. You should be familiar with this now. We've done this a little bit. RAID B. And we're going to go DA4, DA5, and we're going to go mirror. And here we go. Okay, we're done. I've refreshed the list, so we've got RAID A is 445. We've only got the first 2 disks on RAID B, so we'll go Volume Manager and Manual. 6 and 7. We need to extend RAID B, and we're going to mirror these. So here we are. We've got RAID A and RAID B. They are, let's see, what can we do here? We've got permissions. I'm doing here is I'm changing the permissions. I may be monkeying with something that I don't understand, but if I don't do this and I go and share it, nobody can read or write to it. Well, nobody can write to it. They can read from it, and I want them to be able to write to it. So, okay, there we go. Now we've got the two RAID arrays. They're both 445 gigs. Let's see if there's anything else we can do here. Yeah, I can change some compression settings. I don't need to do that. So anyways, what we've got is a pair of mirrors. So there are 4 drives. Each one's got some redundancy because it's mirrored. So technically this would be 2 terabytes, and I'm only getting 1 terabyte out of it. And that's fine with me because if one of those drives fails, I lose nothing, and I'll just swap it out for another drive. Now, if I swap, because they're in 2 separate arrays, I only have to swap out 4 of the drives to get a space increase. So, say I buy 4 2 terabyte hard drives that are on sale, swap them in. One of these 2 arrays can go to be 4 terabytes as fast as that, and then I can do it to the other one another time, and I got another 4 terabytes, which is pretty cool because my big array back here was 4 terabytes before it got mostly full. It's getting pretty full nowadays. Might move some stuff around. Anyways, next step we want to do is go to sharing. Windows. Okay, add Windows share. So we're going to go browse. It's under mount, and I've got RAID A. Allow guest access. And we'll call this one RAID A. Simple as that. Please wait. Poof. RAID A. Add share. Browse. Could just type this in, but I've got the mouse in my hand. Why not? RAID B. I'm going to go allow guest access. Name RAID B. Now Windows Share successfully updated. So there we go. I've now got the 2 extra shares, and hopefully with the permissions set the way I did, that people will actually be able to write to them. We could actually go test that now. Let's go ahead and exit. Name server's down right now, so here's the IP address. Boom. RAID A and RAID B are there. Let's go RAID A. Let's see if we can put a file on there. Poof! We can write to it. How good is that? So, works nice and fast too. Excellent. And that concludes it. We're up and running. I've got an extra terabyte of storage on my server. I've got a lot of drives in there, and it worked well. That controller was only $10. Totally worth it. I highly recommend it. I spent another $14 on cables for that card, but not a big expense for a PCI Express card that has 8 more ports on it.